Howdy folks, today I've got a rookie reviews between Howling Horsey and imnewb. So we're going to call that Horsey and Noob. I've got two replays for you. Both of them are Haladur, both of them are these players. And I think they're both using the same decks. So these are games which Horsey sent me in the PvP Discord for analysis, right? As you know, hopefully Rookie Reviews is the series where I kind of nitpick and go over mistakes. So something to mention here. Horsey, he's got 80 power, and he stood here for a while. I don't really know why that is. Like, if you're afraid of being rushed, you could stay here and wait, and then check and see what your opponent does, right? That's fine. But Noob took this well a good bit before Horsey did, so I mean, yeah, of course, it's a very minor thing, but Noob has gained 6 power. He's at 6 power for absolutely nothing. So, very small critique. There's no reason to just sit here after your opponent takes the wall. So, maybe you can sit here, bait him to take the wall, and you can rush, or you sit here and see if he takes the wall, so you know if you can take. In my opinion, this wall is always safe, so you don't really need to check and see what your opponent's doing. Okay? Horsey is attacking the Amazon. If you're going to do this, you should spawn Sunstriders, because Scavengers, see this ability? 50% less damage. So, I mean, Scavengers are good, right? Because you can bite them and run away. Also, this Amazon is upgraded and the Scavenger's not. So the Amazon's going to absolutely wreck the Scavenger. And this was good from Noob to root the Scavenger. Horsey, again, at any point he'd played a Sunstrider. Well, first he wouldn't have lost the ground presence, and he would have been able to attack the Amazon. So that's the typical strategy I use, is one Scavenger, one Sunstrider versus the Amazon, and then that'll beat something like Root or Hurricane. And if you need to, you can erupt the Amazon. That's another point, because Amazon costs 80 power, so once it gets below 300 you can erupt it. Okay, so in theory, man, I don't know. Horsey has 175 power. So depending what's in his deck, taking this close wall here could be good, because Noob is straight down well. On the other hand, I mean personally, Nature has a very hard time with tier 2 fire. Skyfire Drake is really strong. I would just go tier 2. I mean, he can take this wall. That's okay if he's confident in his tier 1 skills. You know, maybe drop a mortar or something. There's a Dryad, but Horsey is not playing units, right? So he's got 188 power, and he's not using it. So Noob is playing at his power limit right now, right? And so Noob's army is going to win, even though he's got so much less power, just because he's actually has more units on the field. So that's an important idea, is you need to make sure you're always like using your power effectively. Okay, he spawns a Fire Swarm. Fire Swarm is good against Windweavers because it knocks them back. Sunstriders have more damage per cost. The problem with Sunstriders is that they can be knocked back by Hurricane. So I would definitely spawn like one Sunstrider and then one Fire Swarm maybe. Not two Fire Swarm. Two Fire Swarm I think is a little bit too much bound power in one spot for like not very good stats. I would go like, yeah, Sunstrider, maybe two Sunstrider, and maybe some Scavengers, maybe one Fire Swarm. That's the attack composition I would go for this. Yeah, I don't know why he's not playing any Sunstrider. Okay, they killed the Amazon, so that's fine. Dryad is putting them down. Okay, Fire Swarm is going to be good against the Spearmen. So if you attack them, and again, Horsey's got 160 power that he's just not using. So that's letting Noob take a big army. He killed the Dryad, that's good. But now these guys are down. Okay. As Fire, you never want to erupt Nature unless you kill something, because Nature can heal, and then everything's gone. All your eruption is gone. So Eruptions in general, I think, are something that fire players should rely less on, but especially against nature, eruption is usually bad unless you kill something. If you kill it, then it's very good. But you see, nothing was killed. Eruption at upgrade 3 has 300 damage, so always check. See, it doesn't have 300 damage, so don't erupt. Also, like these S units, this is bigger than the radius of eruption, so you're not going to be able to kill them. So interruption here would only be good if the Amazon was below 300 health. Amazon there. Now eruption would be... I don't know why the eruption didn't kill. Maybe the shaman heal got off just in time? Oh, maybe his eruption isn't upgrade 3. That's probably why. Yeah, I mean, don't feel bad about losing something like this if your cards aren't upgraded. That's something that people have complained about. There are ongoing complaints, and different solutions have been proposed. But yeah, I think the eruption probably is just not upgraded fully. So that's hard. Luckily, I mean, you play for a week or two and you'll have all the upgrades. So it's you have bigger things to worry about, I would say. Like all the things I've mentioned so far. Yeah, this eruption hurts that you didn't kill it, and now you can just heal and get everything. But if you'd been playing at his power limit before, then this wouldn't be an issue. Thugs, all right. I'm really not sure why we haven't been seeing Sunstriders so far. Again, we've got 120 power, not using anything. Eruption against one unit, well, bad because it's just one unit and it costs less than eruption, and then also bad because it didn't kill. Did he? Did I see that wrong? Did Horsey kill his own well? Never, ever, ever, ever kill your own well. Maybe I was snoozing and Noob just hit it. Okay. Okay, mortar for defense, that's fine. Personally, I would go tier 2. As I've mentioned before, nature is weak against tier 2. Okay, Noob takes 4 power wells. And that's the correct response to something like this mortar. Just take another power well, because then he'll outscale in power. So yeah, Horsey's in a bad position. I think the best thing he could do here would be to go tier 2 and try to go offensive, to drop some wolves back in return. Okay. His scavenger is doing, I'm not sure what, but not defending this attack. You can use the mortar, like you see the radius right here. You can probably get it to work right here. But he's not using it, so it's like, what's even the point of having the mortar? Hurricane strong, that's why, well, that's one of the reasons why the mortar is so good. You would try and maybe make some Sunstriders and spread them out quite a bit. Scavenger sitting here, and Noob is gonna push this well. Okay, so that was the game. Let's take a look at the next one. Alright, here's the second game between Horsey and Noob. Let's go ahead and speed up this tier 1 beginning. I think this is the second. I don't know in which order they were played. Once again, Horsey starting with the Scavenger, Noob starting with the Amazon, immediate well, and okay, pretty much immediate well. Looks like he, okay, the Amazon's dancing around. Scavenger takes the close well. Okay, quick nitpick here. You almost always want to take this well instead of this well, because this is easier to cliff with flying units. So for example, if you are playing as Frost and I'm playing as Fire, I can put a Skyfire Drake right here, I can hit your well, and you can't gravity surge my guy. Or in general, if you want to hit me and I'm flying here, I can just walk away a little bit and then very quickly you can't follow me. Whereas like if you're my Skyfire Drake, if if your well is here and my Skyfire Drake has to come all the way over here, I would like need to walk a bigger distance to be able to run away. So just in general, you're more vulnerable against flying units, especially against nature. So if you're playing tier 1 nature, you're playing Stonekin or pure nature. So you can't say which one it is, but pure nature has really strong energy parasites. So I mean, I guess energy parasites are maybe the most powerful air unit in the game, maybe, depending how you define powerful. If you define it with a pun, then yes, they are. So yeah, just take this well back here. Actually, in some decks against pure nature, I think you should basically never take this well, because it's too easy for an energy parasite to attack you. With fire splashes, taking this well is okay because you can put your Skyfire Drake in the center and then block energy parasites. But yeah, so just take this well instead. Okay, Amazon's coming in for attack. As we mentioned earlier, best thing to do is just play a Sunstrider and attack with both of them together. And if the Amazon swaps the Scavenger, it doesn't really matter because the swap costs more than the Scavenger, and you'll get your power bound back from the Scavenger. So yeah, usually what I do with my Scavenger or Sunstrider, I hit the Amazon with the Scavenger so that the Amazon can't run away, and then I pick it with Sunstriders, and I make sure that my Scavenger runs away from the Amazon because the Scavenger basically does no damage to the Amazon. So the Scavenger keeps moving, and just make sure the Amazon stays slow while the Sunstriders attack him. Nobody's playing anything, that's fine, and they've gone to a tier 2 situation. So that is in Horsey's favor because Fire Nature, I think Fire Nature's strongest matchup is probably against Pure Nature, in my opinion at least. Okay, and imnewb immediately makes Energy Parasites. So that is very clear what his strategy is. He wants to suck. Okay, so from imnewb, don't do this. You need to spread your guys apart, especially against fire, because these have less than 300 health. So one eruption kills all of them. In fact, sometimes the suck is so powerful, it gets 25 power off from the well, right? So 4 sucks is equal to 1 well. 1 suck is a quarter of a well advantage. So each suck is huge. In most cases, actually, if you can't stop the suck from getting off, you should just erupt them. Of course, if they're bunched up like this, you can erupt. Right, so 75 power for a 50 power unit. Of course, if they're erupted, if they're next to each other, you can get a 75 for like 100 or even 150. So Horsey should be spawning Skyfire Drake immediately, okay? And he should oink or erupt. Okay, so they got 2 sucks off. So basically immediately, I don't know if you can see. So they both have the same amount of void because nothing's died so far. So Horsey has 110 plus 60. He's got 170 power on the field and 103 power in his wall. Okay? So 170 plus 103, so like 270, right? I think I did that right. 270. Horsey has 150 from these 3 plus the 80. So that is 130. Plus 70. So he's got 200, right? So you can just see like the instant power advantage which is created by the energy parasites. So it looks like all of these got sucks off. Yeah, so again in this situation, especially if they're bunched up like this, just erupt. Don't let the suck get off. You can also oink. Oink is fine, but getting the sucks off is really powerful. And again, you can see if the wall was back here, that would just give you even more reaction time. You could make the Skyfire Drake in front. You could defend against this much easier. Okay, but I guess 3 sucks got off. So imnewb basically has almost a full well advantage. Okay, the energy parasites are coming out. Skyfire Drake can come here and pick one there. This time imnewb is spreading, so that's good. He's maybe spreading them a little bit too far. with pure nature, I think the energy parasites are not that good. You don't want to just run away directly with energy parasites. You want to maybe spawn like a deep one or a burrower or even ghost spears or something to attack, and then use the energy parasites in the cover of attacking. Imnewb takes a well. Horsey is sitting at 250 power and not doing anything with it. So again, you can take a well. You can go for an attack would be killer right now. Pure nature is quite weak against burrowers, so playing a bunch of burrowers right now, especially when you've got 100 power doing something else, is a pretty good idea. And because Imnewb took the well here. So Horsey has a huge temporary advantage, but if he doesn't do anything with his power, then it doesn't really matter. Okay, Skyfire Drake comes to attack. You want to use the scavenger too, so you can get ground presence, so that like whenever he plays something, you can just oink it. Looks like this guy's gonna get a suck. Skyfire Drake still gets an attack, and this guy's gonna get a suck. I would just say like erupt this guy and bring your Skyfire Drake over here to attack. Okay, Energy Parasite, you can just erupt these guys, or you can hurricane them. One shot and eruption will kill them. Okay, or you can get the swap off. So that's another reason why Fire Nature is so powerful against Pure Nature, because Energy Parasite, if you hurricane them, you can oink them, you can erupt them. The erupt will knock back the Parasite Swarm, and it will like redo their ability. Okay, so you've got this Skyfire Drake. You spawned a Gladiatrix to do a one-shot eruption. A slight optimization. If your opponent has stolen your Skyfire Drake, I would play a Skyfire Drake myself, because either Gladiatrix or a Skyfire Drake, one shot plus eruption kills another Skyfire Drake. Gladiatrix is going to be useful if Pure Nature plays a deep one, but maybe not that useful right now, whereas a Skyfire Drake is really useful against Pure Nature all the time. So if you play a Skyfire Drake, you can erupt this guy, and he can't erupt you back because he doesn't have fire. So that's a slight optimization. If this was a fire player, then yeah, you played a Gladiatrix, because if you play Skyfire into Skyfire, you both erupt each other and you both one-shot each other. But this guy's nature, so he can't erupt you. So I would play Skyfire here. He's not erupting. Okay. By the way, here's an important concept about bound void power. I just want to talk about void, because I think that's maybe something people don't really understand, and Pure Nature does a lot of void manipulation. So this here is your power balls. So you can see that Horsey has 4 power balls, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 power balls right here. He's got 212 power immediately accessible in his pool, and this 173, that's his void power. So basically every time something dies, 90% of that goes to this, right? So if your scavenger dies, your scavenger 60 power, you'll get 54 power that goes right in here. When the Skyfire Drake gets swapped, it basically counts as dies. So Imnewb has a 110 power unit, but it doesn't cost him 110 power. The power has already gone back to the void, so Imnewb is already getting this power return. So having this captured Skyfire Drake is actually like a pretty big deal to kill, because Noob gets nothing when it dies. So yeah, that's one point. Another point about wells, it's really important to target wells, because wells and orbs are the only thing which don't give you void return when they die. So if you spend like 1,000 power to kill a 100 power well, that's theoretically equal, because 1,000 power, 10% of that means that you lost 100 power permanently. And if you kill a well, that's like losing 100 power permanently. Of course, if you spend 1,000 power to kill a well, your opponent will probably spend that 900 power and kill like 5 of your wells. But just from a mathematical perspective, 1,000 power to kill a well is actually an even trade. Noob takes another well, so this is quite risky again, because Horsey is not playing his power limit, right? He could just play like 2 burrowers here, 2 burrowers here, oink this guy, and just drop all kinds of wells. It is important to attack wells, like I just said. Just drop wells. When your opponent takes wells they can't defend, it's okay to spend more than 100 power attacking the wells. Horsey is playing Fire Nature, so you need to be aggressive. Go in with Burrowers and Burrower and Skyfire Drake, I would say, is a good unit composition to kill things, especially against pure nature. Okay, Amazon is attacking the Gladiatrix. Gladiatrix is attacking the Amazon. There's some Ghost Spears. Gladiatrix has no health, so it's going to die, and he's going to let it die. That's fine. I mean, kind of. Okay. Horsey has 300 power, and he needs to do something with it. Also, this Skyfire Drake is sitting here. Here's another Skyfire Drake. Go in with some ground units, right? Play Ghost Spear or play a Burrower, because that way you can Oink or Erupt, play some spells. Okay, this guy, maybe he wants to go attack here. He might have got another suck. Okay, Spirit Hunters. Okay, two things. This is the wrong Spirit Hunter. This Spirit Hunter does 20 damage per second, and the green one does 30, so play the green one. Second thing, Ravage heals more than Spirit Hunters deal, especially the purple. It heals more than even the green ones deal. So Skyfire Drake, if you just Ravage it, the Spirit Hunters will basically do no damage. If you don't Ravage it, it's just going to die. So yeah, you should Ravage it. There's a Energy Parasite, which can get killed immediately. Not even a heal. Okay. He runs away. You get a heal to save it. Again, this is a 110 power unit. You could heal for 80. So that was not great Myco from Noob. This guy either got a suck or is about to get a suck off. Okay, Horsey plays a Vile Blood. Vile Bloods are good. He's got 300 power, so he should play 2 or 3 more. Vile Bloods are bad against Pure Nature, though, because Pure Nature can take it with a Parasite Swarm. Again, it's not that big a deal, because you can always Oink the Parasite Swarm, or you can Hurricane it, you can Erupt it. But yeah, and now imnewb goes tier 3. So, Horsey has 300 power, right? That's a Vile Blood at 3 different bases. So, if you played a Vile Blood, attacked one here, attacked one here, attacked one here, everything Noob has would die, and Horsey would win. But instead, he sits here with 337 power, not doing anything. Oh, by the way, something else. This building, Shrine of Memory, that's this guy here. This is very strong for Pure Nature. Remember this Void? You'll see that Noob's Void is much lower, because Shrine of Memory basically means that your Void return is twice as fast. Okay, this guy gets another suck. Horsey is attacking with the Vile Blood. Oh, he's going tier 3 himself. Okay. In a situation like this, sometimes you can go tier 3. As far as nature, usually it's better to attack. You could also you could heal the Vile Blood or play Ravage. Both of these are good ways to support the Vile Blood. Don't just let it die. Oh, this wall's gonna die. Okay, very good heal. There we go, that wall dies. So you can come over here and attack some more walls. Okay, this Vile Blood dies. Noob has very sizable power advantage over Horsey at this point. But I would honestly say that if he had attacked with this 300 power instead of going tier 3, if he just attacked and tried to kill everything, this still could have come back. Okay, there's a Giant Slayer. Giant Slayers are... Okay, root. Horsey could do a counter root to stop these guys from running away. Skyfire Drake. I don't know what was the point of going tier 3 if you're going to still play Skylords Drakes, which is... Okay, and Horsey quits. Okay, so that's the game. So yeah, Horsey, my biggest takeaway from you is that you should use your power. If you've got 300 power you're not doing with it, of course you're going to lose. So, either take power walls. Again, don't be too greedy, because that's Noob. Your biggest mistake is you're taking greedy power walls. So at any point, if Horsey had used his 300 power to just start attacking Noob was just taking power walls as fast as he could, and it would have died immediately. So Noob should take fewer power walls and make sure that he's able to defend anything he builds, and Horsey should take more Powerballs or attack more, or in other ways use his power. So hopefully this was helpful to you too. This was Rookie Reviews. Thank you for watching.